Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the lecture. So in this lecture, we'll see the finishing activities now. So that means in the finishing activities, we'll be having the plastering quantity first. Okay. So again, for the plastering, we have three different plastering, right? One is outside plastering, which we have done. We have done the inside plastering. Then there will be a ceiling plastering. So three plastering. So three different specification we have. First, I'll go with 13.1.2. So now what you need to do, you need to go to DSR volume 2. Right now, you are finding in volume 1. Okay. So if you find in volume 1, you won't get. So this was volume 1. Okay. So in the volume 1, it was only up to that brickwork. Okay. Beyond the brickwork, you don't get after brickwork. So after brickwork, if you want, you should go to, see here, this is volume 1. Volume 1 up to roofing, flooring, steelwork we get. So now we want the finishing item like plastering, painting and all that you are going to get in volume 2. So this is my volume 2. I already given you this. Go there. And now you come to the page number, where is that? 278. Okay. So in 278, it is written cement plaster. And in cement plaster, we have 12 mm. This is for 12 mm is wall plastering we can do. Then we have 15 mm plastering. 20 mm is outside plastering, what we usually do. Okay, fine. So I'll see what clause I have taken from here. So it is 13.1.2 I have taken. So we'll go with 13.1.2. So 13.1.2 is this one. Okay, 13.1.2. So cement plaster, 1:6 ratio I'll go. Okay, that is a 12 mm cement plaster. For the wall, we are going to do this 12 mm plaster. Okay, 1:6. For all the internal wall, you are going to go with a 12 mm plaster. So I've written the same thing here, providing 12 mm thick cement plaster that is inside in a single coat with cement mortar 1:6 to brick masonry, including rounding of corners wherever required, smooth rendering, providing and removing the scaffolding. Everything will come in this. Okay. So when you're doing the plastering, you want the scaffolding to be arranged, isn't it? So the cost of the scaffolding, everything will come in this, and the unit will be in square meter. So it is for 1:6, and you can see here it is for 1:6 what I have taken. Yeah. Okay, for 1:6. What is the rate given by the DSR? It is 282 rupees. So directly you can pick this rate and put 282. Right now I put 190, I'll put 282, no problem. Finish. Now come to the quantities. So this is only a 12 mm thick plaster. So I have to go to my sheets now, where I've taken the plastering quantity. So in the plastering quantity, wherever you have done the inside plastering, that will be your 12 mm thick. So this is external plastering, which was a 20 mm. I'll not take that. So you can see internal plastering, which I done 12 mm. So this is my total. This is my where is my volume? Yeah. So this is my volume. Okay. This volume I need to take. The mortar volume I'm supposed to take. Okay. Not the volume. I have to take the, sorry, I have to take the area. So this area I am supposed to take 224. I'll write it down here. Okay. So I'll make it here. Total internal plastering 849 already I've got. I'll do in front of you. Plus we'll start from here. Okay. So this is 12 mm plastering. Area is 224 plus. Again, this is also internal plastering. This is in this is also 12 mm. So 299 plus. This is internal plastering vertical wall 325 plus. Again, yeah, and that's it. Only three plastering quantity we have. And if I add everything, how much it comes out to me? 849 square meter of the inside plastering will happen. So it's a 12 mm plastering. So you go to the 849, go to the BOQ chart. Okay. So you have to write 849. I've done the same thing, 849. Now coming to the rate, if you take the rate from the DSR, they are charging you 282 rupees. Accordingly, 849 multiplied by 282 will give me 2,39,557 rupees will be gone in doing the only the internal plastering of ratio 1:6. Now, if you don't want to take this rate, I'll show you 2-3 different rates that is going on in the market at present. So I'll go with this person. So here we'll see what is the rate they have quoted. So plastering work, you see, providing 12 mm thick cement plaster. This is for ceiling he has done. Okay, this one we want. Providing, yeah, concentrate on this. Providing 12 mm thick cement plaster inside in single coat with cement mortar 1:6 to the brick masonry. The rate he is quoting is 162 rupees. I mean, now again, ground floor is quoting 162, first floor is quoting 167, second floor is quoting 172, and it depends on the contractor how he is going to quote it. But we can take a higher value from here. Let us say I'm taking 178. So here the contract is taking the charge from 162. This is one BOQ I'm showing. You can even pick the same rate. Otherwise, I'll show you one more. which is going on in my press. Okay. So these are two projects where you can take the rates. I'll go with this one. So coming to this is flooring, plastering. Plastering should be somewhere here. Okay. This is outside plastering they have done. Inside plastering. See, this is inside plastering. Providing 12 mm thick cement plaster in single coat. Here they have taken ratio 1:3. Okay. But it's telling the rate to be 190 rupees per square meter. Right. In BOQ it was something 205, isn't it? So here it is 190. They are almost close to each other. No problem. You can even pick this 190 rate and you can put in your BOQ. That also you can do. I'll show you another last one. This is one more project. So here let me check what rate this contractor is telling. So here this is 18 mm thick. We want 12 mm thick. This is also 18 mm thick is putting. Yeah, 12 mm you can see here. Providing 12 mm thick cement plaster in a single coat with cement mortar. Here is taking the ratio 1:3. No problem. What is the rate? This guy is little expensive. You see, this contractor is charging 252. So maybe in this place, according to the rate analysis, what he has done, maybe their labor may charge higher, or maybe the contractor profit is on little on a higher side. So he's charging 252. So even if you want 252, put 252. But again, as I always mention, do the proper analysis in your market, what is going on. Based on that, you put the rate. So 282 is from the BOQ. Otherwise, in my local, I'll go with 190 rupees is what they charge. I'll put 190. Finish. Anything is okay. It's up to you. Fine. Now, come to 20 mm. 12 mm inside everything is done. So this 20 mm is your outside plastering. Okay, 20 mm is your outside plastering, and here you go with 1:4. The code book is 13.6.1. I'll go to 13.6.1 now. So 13.6.1. Yeah, this is 13. This is 20 mm cement plaster, and in this 20 mm I'll go with 1:4. Now you'll ask me one question, sir. In 20 mm, why you're going with 1:4? Why didn't you go with 1:6? But whereas in 12 mm you went with 1:6. The reason is that 20 mm this is outside plastering. Always remember, if somebody asks you, you need to answer all these things. So this is outer plastering. Okay. So outer plastering will be always exposed. Will be always exposed to sunlight, isn't it? It will be exposed to sunlight. I'll write it, sunlight. Then there will be dust all the time. Okay. Then there will be water, maybe rainwater and all water, or maybe it will be exposed to rainwater. Okay. Rainwater and all those things. So that means what I'm trying to tell here, the exposure condition is worst, or let us say exposure condition is not good, is not that good. Okay. Not good compared to internal wall plastering. Now what will happen in internal plastering? Like 12 mm was my internal plastering. Is it that in inside plastering whether you'll be getting sunlight? No, because inside sunlight will not come. Now don't tell sir through window it will come. All those things will not consider. Okay. Yeah, there are few students who may tell sir from inside it will come. That will not. Then is it that your inside wall will be subjected to dust? No, very little dust. Water, very little. Rainwater, anyhow, it will not be exposed to the rainwater if it is a inside plastering. You're getting my. That means here the exposure condition is worst. If the exposure condition is worst, then my cement plaster strength should be more. I can give more strength in my cement plaster by reducing the ratio 1:4. If I do, it is a strong mix compared to 1:6. That is why whenever we do outside plastering, we go with 1:4. If you're doing inside plastering, that is 12 mm, you can go with 1:6. Sometimes some people will go with 1:4. That is also okay. But most of the cases we go with 1:6 only. Got it? Now in some of the BOQ we saw 1:3. Maybe they find maybe again it depends where you're putting up your projects and all. Okay, based on that you can do. But here generally for 20 mm plastering we'll go with the 1:4 ratio, and the rate is 421. So what I have done in the BOQ, I done the same thing, providing 20 mm thick cement plaster in single coat of mortar 1:4 to brick masonry. Rate I have taken 200. But according to this DSR rate, if you want, I'll take the DSR rate now. So DSR rate is how much? 20 mm. It is 421. So I'll input 421 for time being. I'll write 421. According to that, I require 2,34,000 is at cost. Now I'll find out the quantity. So for finding the quantity, what you do, go to the plastering quantity. Where all you've done the outside plastering, just calculate that. I'll do that. Plus, first, this is your external plastering. External plastering, which is 20 mm. The total area is 542. Plus, Along with that, is there any other external plastering? No, everything else is internal plastering. Only one thing will come, that is your parapet wall plastering is a external plastering. So here it is 15.426. We add this also. So total quantity is 557 square meter of a external plastering I have. So I'll take this 557 quantity, I'll put in BOQ. Okay. So BOQ, come here, and I've written 557. Okay, where it is 557 I put. Okay, no problem. It's 557 only. No, see, sometime I get confused. Let me check. Yeah, 557, correct. 557 I put. Rate I've taken 421 according to SOR. Based on this is the rate. Now I'll show you other BOQs. What is the rate they are taking for 20 mm plastering? So here I think no 20 mm plastering is done. Here people are doing 18 mm plastering based on the based on their requirement. They are doing it. Okay, see here. And nowhere they have taken. Here they have taken 18 mm big plastering, but the ratio is 1 is to 6. Okay. Uh, Again, here it is 15 mm plastering. That's it. So I think we cannot find any rate from this BOQ. Maybe they are going with 18 mm plastering for outside. Okay. And they're going with 1 is to 6 ratio. So totally depends on the client how he wants to do that. I'll show you one more. Maybe here I can do. So this is 12 mm. This is also 12 mm. Yeah, see here. Yeah, this is good. See, providing 20 mm thick cement plaster in single coat. Here the ratio is given 1 is to 4. This is good. But what is the rate? This is outside plastering he has written. See, and he has given the specification. What is the rate they are taking? They are taking 200 rupees per square meter. So you can take 200 rupees because these are the present market rates that is going on. You can go at 200. That value, if you want, I'll input in my BOQ 200. And I'll put 200. Okay, fine. Totally depends. And after that, I'll show you one more BOQ, the last BOQ. Yeah, here. Okay. Because once you see the different BOQs, you get an idea what is the rate going on in the market. See, this guy has gone for 18 mm plastering. He has not gone, he's not doing a 20 mm plastering. He has gone with the 18 mm plastering, but the ratio is 1 is to 4. And here he is quoting the rate of almost how much, 281 rupees. So this particular contract is little expensive. Everywhere his rate is high only. So 281. If you want 281, put 281. Doesn't matter. But I'll go with 200, whatever I have there. Okay. You can take any rate. Provided the rates are within the permissible value and what others are also charging, according to that only you have to put your rate. You cannot put like 500 600 rupees and all. No one will give you a project. Okay, so 200 and then 557 into 200 will give me 1,11,000. Finish. So I did for internal plastering, I did for 20 mm thick. Now I'll go with the ceiling plastering. In ceiling also you're going to do the plastering. No, that is on a roof also you'll do the plastering. So for that I need to refer 13.6.1, 13.16.1. So come here, write 13.16.1. So it is here. See, whenever you are doing a plastering on the ceiling, it will be a 6 mm plaster. Okay. So in the 6 mm plaster, it's written here 6 mm plaster and the ratio is 1 is to 3. That is 1 part of sand, 3 parts of fine sand. It is 13.6, 16.1 and it is 253 rupees per square meter. So come to the BOQ. So I've written here, okay, this is 6 mm, no? I written 12 mm. See, this should be 6 mm. I think I copied the same thing. So it has come. So it will be 6 mm plastering. Okay. Ceiling plastering will be 6 mm. Ratio is 1 is to 3. No, let me check it out. Yeah, it's 1 is to 3 ratio, 6 mm plastering. 253 is a rate given in SOR. So come here and you can put 253. For time being, I'll put 253. So I require 44,000. Now come to the total quantity. For quantity, already I've done and kept it. Come to the brickwork plastering. In plastering, total ceiling plastering is 174. So for that, if you want to get the ceiling plastering quantity, you have to come to the ceiling portion. Wall putty, yeah, ceiling. So in ceiling, see, I'd explained you all these things. So in my area of plastering is 113 in the ground floor and first floor it is 60. So if I add both the thing, that is 60, 60.755 plus 113. If I do, the total ceiling plastering is 174.469. Fine. Come here, come to the BOQ and write 174.469 is what I have done. So you can input the same value. And now coming to the rate, already from the DSR, I have given you the rate. If you still want to check other BOQs, we'll check it. So I'll go with this BOQ. So here, rough plastering. Okay, this outside. Here, this guy has not written where he's doing the plastering. Ceiling has not mentioned. Okay, has not mentioned. No problem. If it is not mentioned, maybe yeah, it's not mentioned anywhere. It's mentioned here. See, providing 12 mm thick. Here he is giving 12 mm. See, again, totally depends. Okay, plastering and all, whatever you are going to do. Some people do ceiling plastering for 6 mm. Few people do it for 12 mm. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. But in this BOQ, he has given a 12 mm thick cement mortar plastering for ceiling written here. No, for 1:3 ratio is taking. Contract is charging like 208 rupees. This is one BOQ. I'll go with one more BOQ here. So here it is mentioned 12 mm. Yeah, see here, look at this BOQ. Here also they are doing a 12 mm thick cement plaster of 1:3 ratio in the ceiling, and the contractor is charging 180 rupees per square meter. But they are doing a 12 mm thick plaster. If you want to do 12 mm thick plaster in the BOQ, right, 12 mm thick plaster is totally up to you. Whichever you want, you can do. Similarly, see here, 12 mm thick cement plaster single coat in the ceiling. Again, you can see here, it's written the word ceiling, and this contractor is charging you 252 rupees. So whichever you want, you can do that. Now for time being, I've written 6 mm. If you want 12 mm, then write 12 mm here. But if you write 12 mm, wait, first let me finish one thing. Yeah, 6 mm, and I'll take rate that is, let us say, 190 rupees I'm going to charge. Okay, so this is my total rate. Finish. Now, for example, let us say instead of 6 mm, you want to do 12 mm. Then you go to your DSR. So check here for 12 mm. Cement plaster in two coats, it is 12 mm, 1:2. No, come to the 12 mm. You have to check, okay? Yeah, here we have. Come here for the 12 mm, you have it here. This was 12 mm. And in this, we go with 1:3. No, so this is 1:4. It will not work out. So look for 1:3 ratio. Yeah, you can see here 12 mm cement plaster finish with floating coat of neat cement of mix for 1:3. One part of cement, three parts of fine sand. So the rate is 374 rupees per square meter. You can pick this rate if it is a 12 mm plastering, because we are doing 12 mm, no, in the BOQ. Other than that, there is no other 12 mm. So this is 1:2 ratio, and you are putting a stone dust in that. This is 6 mm. So that's how it is. So rate will be according to that. Okay. So based on your requirement, you have to write. If you want to do this plastering of 12 mm, this one, then your SOR number will be 13.7, 13.7.1. Okay. And this is 1:2, your rate will be 374 rupees. So based on that, you can prepare your BOQ. But for time being, I'll go with 6 mm only. I don't have problem with 6 mm ceiling plastering. This will be my rate, and this will be my uh, total cost. And quantity I've explained you. Finish? Great. So in the next lecture, we'll go with the wall putty, and other things we'll finish up in the next lecture. After that, we'll go with the flooring works, then the painting work, and finally the reinforcement work. I require another 2 to 3 lectures to finish it off. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.